Hello, wonderful humans. Welcome to XFM Friday. Yes, I missed last Friday because I had a family emergency. So I couldn't get that done. But I'm back now, and here we are. So, yes. Series 2, episode 16. XFM and moi. So, yeah. Any news? Last night, I had a dream about the guys from 21 Pilots. And I don't know why I was, like, helping them film their next music videos or whatever, but it was fun. Like, they were very respectful, very cool guys. So if anyone else wants to dream about them, highly recommended. Like, good times. So yep, just thought I'd put that out there. Good review. Anyway, Rusty Dog makes these. Thank you very much. Every week, beautiful stuff. And that's it. That's my intro. Believe it or not, that's all I got, people. I'm happy to be here. Let's go.
Ashcroft, Science of Silence on XFM 104.9.
Oh my!
I love that. Yes, correct.
Sorry. I love that you even add one in. That's just a little inside joke because on Patreon, I apparently have a freaking eagle eye. I've been watching Faulty Towers and Blackadder and stuff, and I can just spot them in a millisecond, even when they're in their frame just for a tiny little second. For some reason, I can just see them, and I scream them out like that because I just get excited that I was able to see that. I don't know. They're like Easter eggs. And I spotted them. Me! Good times.
He's on XFM 104.9. I love that.
Yes, correct.
He's one of my favourite artists now. I just think, I don't know why he's not ballistic. He's got everything. He's like one of our best rock stars. I'm Ricky Gervais.
Hello there.
You're Steve Merchant.
I am indeed.
Carl Pilkington over
Those
there.
are cute.
Big day today.
I love
Really?
the height difference.
Carl Pilkington over there. Big day today.
Really?
Yeah.
I still
for
need to
Carl.
make mine.
He hasn't been looking forward to it. He's been whinging in the week. A couple of things. He thinks he's overworked. He thinks he's overworked here, and he's stressed. And he's got to do DIY. MTV are coming in right to give him the chance of his a lifetime to do just a little screen test. And he's going, well, I'm not going to look good, am I? They're not going to. Why? He said, well, I've got a round head and I'll be wearing headphones. And he's not made an effort. He thinks, oh, they'll put him off. He said, they won't even press record. He's got a spot on his head. I mean.
What?
You know what I mean?
Carl,
Also,
you're not looking forward to it. You're not excited about it. It's a great opportunity.
Why is it a great opportunity?
to get on MTV.
No, but
It's money for old rope.
yeah, but look what's happened to people like Jeremy Speak, or whatever his name is, and all
Jeremy
that people.
Spike, yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah, slightly different.
why is it?
Well,
See?
you're making it in the industry, and you've got something to
what's
give.
wrong with that?
He happened to be around when they were filming an airport. Do you see the difference?
All right, the other one then, who's on a boat.
Same thing. Although
They happen to
she
be
had a
around.
skill, she had a skill, you know, she can sing, you know.
Well, she's just. I think it can all go wrong. Do you know what I mean?
Of course it can. So can sitting in your little room moaning about nothing happening in the world. You know, he wanted to stop educating
chance,
Ricky
though.
because nothing had happened. He said, look what happened last week. I scoured the net. He said, all I found was a dog in a car wash and a parrot and a vicar.
I'll
Right?
tell you what, there ain't much more going on this week.
Well, you're talking. Well, listen, me and Steve.
Way to
yesterday,
sell it.
we took a day off to prove you wrong, and we've come up with two of the most incredible
Extraordinary.
things I told you about, and they're amazing. So there are things out there. Or but just go for truth. Go for truth and science and
that's what I do,
discovery.
that's what I do.
Don't.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
fact is stranger than fiction. You don't have to revert to sort of
yeah.
like God and ghosts.
I know, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
But the funny thing is, you know, like, the last couple of weeks I've been saying there's not much going on.
Yeah.
I found out when I was looking that there was a day in 1930, right? It was a
Okay.
Good Friday. There was no news. There was nothing going on. They had to put a music video on or something on the telly because there was nothing going on.
Play a record. We're going to play some classic tracks today. This
There's
is
a Ronnie
Debaser.
sketch about that too.
Pixies,
News
Debaser.
without
I was
news.
looking forward to playing that. Came and said, Carl, I'll play that. I was looking.
Oh, I even mentioned it because I reacted to that, and I even mentioned it when I saw the no news. What was it? News without news. That happened here too. Like, I saw that Turani sketch, and just the week before, I was on the news, and there was literally no news, and they were filming a guy. They had a reporter out in the field, and he was just like walking, like, yeah, this is a nice lamppost, isn't it? And we got some trees over there. It's just walking. There was nothing to report. And they made a guy, instead of just having the people like in the studio chat or whatever, that sometimes they do that, like very often, more often than not, that's what they do. No, they had a guy like physically drive somewhere, go somewhere to just film nothingness. I thought that was hilarious.
He put it on. Lauren just called through and said we played that in the last half hour.
Embarrassing.
Yeah. So
It's really
what is the
embarrassing.
point of having a producer if he doesn't check things
He doesn't
out?
produce.
So I mean, it's a good track. I mean, I'm sorry if you heard that twice in the last hour. Go on,
So
go
what
on, go
am I
on.
meant
What
to
you
do,
gonna say,
listen to everything all the time. I've been running around. I get in early on a Saturday.
We got in about the same time as me.
I went out and bought you some biscuits, so you're happy. I put the coffee on.
Yeah.
I've sorted what prizes we're going to give away. I've been running to the library getting you certain tracks.
Yeah.
I can't listen all the time. I'm doing my best.
Well, I'm not sure it's good enough, Tom. I mean, I'm worried when MTV come in, if they've heard this kind of shoddy production, they're going to start to wonder what
MTV
you're...
Is it-
play the same songs every 5
Yeah, no,
minutes anyway.
sorry, you sort of overworked because you were on Zoe Ball's show talking.
Oh, hello, what's going on here?
Well,
I
I
thought
was in the-
he was
no, I was in the-
exclusively on our show.
no, I was in the car.
I seem to remember, Rick, he was a nobody
Yeah.
that got a chance to come on air and talk about that.
And guess
so now
what
he's
he was-
getting auditions
guess
with
what,
MTV?
Guess what he was talking about on Zoe's show?
Oh, hello.
All the jellyfish stuff and all that about
Can't
getting
believe
stoned.
it. Recycling
Yeah.
material that you've done on this show.
I phoned in.
Hey!
I phoned.
Hey! All great comedians do that. I've noticed. Some have more material than others. All great comedians do that. Also, even Ricky Gervais does that, recycle stuff. It's so hard for me to follow when they speak over each other. Especially when they're mentioning people I don't know who they are, or talking about something like an event that we're supposed to know exactly what happened, or who or what when. And nope. I get really lost.
In, right, and I went, stop doing material as Zoe's boy. He just hung up on me.
That
Well, I had a
is
job to do.
Who do you think you are? Your
Look,
ego has just gone through
Hang
the
on a
roof.
minute, hang on a minute.
He's Carl fucking
What?
Pilkington,
I had a job
man.
to do in the week. They asked me to drive the desk for Zoe, right?
They didn't say talk.
Zoe,
Zoe?
because she
Yes.
talks to you. You can't just ignore her.
Yes, you can.
Well, you
Who
can't.
is she? Who does she think she is? You made a promise to us, a pact, that you were our kind of...
Yeah.
Monkey.
Yeah,
What can I
Anakin.
do? If someone takes time off, I've got to do it. It's my job.
Yeah, but you don't have
not
to
your
talk.
job.
You don't have to use...
You're the head of production. We've given you this
He's the
special
head of
gig.
production?
This is like taking you out weekends.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
you know, if we find out you're getting too much excitement in the week, we'll have to just calm it down.
Well,
Get another little...
well, that's it now. Anyway, it was only last week.
Do you know, I feel like kind of sullied. I feel betrayed. It's like you were having an affair behind our back.
Yeah.
And you rumbled
He
it.
was doing all the stuff, he was doing all this like, oh yeah, jellyfish and this, jellyfish
Because
that.
she was asking, and I thought it was a good way of promoting this show, actually.
Oh, did you mention the show?
convenient.
I
Yeah, I
love
did at
Sassy
some
Carl.
Did you? What did you say?
I just said more about that on Saturday afternoons.
So you talk twice. I only heard you talk once, so you're talking all the time.
Well, about 5 times in the week. In the full week. 5 times.
Deary
Right.
me.
And one, it was just stuff.
You
that
could
they
never
do.
be a monk, could you? Chatting away all the time.
He
Right,
tried
what
and
have we got?
failed.
I blame Ball as well, to be honest. I feel Ball's slightly responsible for it.
Yeah.
She can't find her own, Gibbon to get on the show. She
Yeah.
can't find her own kind of, loser, then don't start stealing ours.
Excuse
Outrageous.
Well, coming up, right,
Yeah,
we've got
maybe
all-
we'll get Fatboy Slim in
Indeed.
next
Yeah.
Saturday. If you're listening, Slim,
Yeah.
come in on the show.
What's his name? Ernie or something?
What's his name?
Norman.
Norman.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Ernie!
Yeah.
Oh,
don't know.
that's great, Ernie Ball.
Yeah.
He
Ernie-
wouldn't change
Ernie
his name.
Cook.
Ernie Cook, that's it, yeah.
Right.
That's great.
Anyway,
Go
coming
on.
up today, we have got Educating Ricky.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, is this the last one? You've promised it might be.
I believe there's a book out that might help me with this feature,
Okay.
so we'll see how it goes. I was thinking of new features in the week. I've got, what did they come up with? I wanted to do Celebrity Fact Club.
Celebrity Fact Club. All right.
That's,
Fact?
I've just got to get some...
Or fat. Oh, wait. It's a pun, so... Or it's kind of like a play. So Celebrity Fat Club already exists. It's the show where celebrities go to lose weight. So this is Fact Club. Okay. I'm trying to tune it in.
Celebrities in first. Before we can
Sorry,
kick
what?
that off. Club.
Celebrity Fact Club. All right.
That's, I've just got to get some celebrities in first. Before
Okay.
we can kick that off, so maybe in the new
Easy
year.
peasy.
Ball and
Maybe
Cook.
Zoe Ball, yeah.
Ball and Cook.
Yeah,
Start
yeah.
off.
Maybe.
can get Norman
and I've
on.
also got,
Cook and Ball stories.
Yeah. That's nice.
good one.
Cheers. Thanks, Carl.
Yeah. Maybe you could sell that to Zoe's show.
And I'm also thinking,
Timing even this.
and
Perfect.
I'm also thinking through the Ricky hole.
Through the Richey hole. Okay.
What's that?
That's,
What's that?
I'm quite...
No, you just got the title again, haven't you? Yeah. Okay, play record.
So, Rockbusters coming up as well.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Wu-Tang Clan, Gravel Pit on XFM 104.9.
We're playing some great music today.
Yeah,
Rick. I wonder if we should maybe, it's getting towards Christmas, to think about others. Should we dedicate the show to all the people in the world who maybe are less privileged and less fortunate than us?
No.
No? Okay.
Have you do the prizes for the
Prizes? Okay. Alright, so screw those who are less fortunate, is what TV's Ricky Gervais thinks. Rick, I know you're a big fan of the likes of Bryan Adams, Robert Palmer, Alien, Ant Farm, and obviously ZZ Top.
Yeah.
And so you'll be enjoying the best air guitar album in the world
Brilliant.
ever, Volume 2.
Yeah, sure.
Fantastic.
Well, Volume 1 wasn't enough. There wasn't enough.
I don't know why. I don't know why, but that cover reminds me of like early Mortal Kombats when they were just like the first one. I guess it's like the blood red and just the weird little character there. I don't know. I'm getting Mortal Kombat vibes.
It wasn't enough. There wasn't enough.
Again, we've seemed to be able to give one of these away every week. Are you just not sending these out? I mean, these are the same prizes we started this game with, I think, a couple of weeks back. Are you just not sending the prizes out?
Yeah, but I want to give, like, more people a chance, because if 1 week they listen in and think, God, I wouldn't mind winning that.
Sure.
If you've got more copies of it, they'll go, well, I'll listen next week.
Okay.
Yeah?
Brilliant.
Yeah.
So again, this is one of those, the best songs you've heard on an advert ever albums.
Mainly mobile
Doesn't
phones.
matter.
Mainly
It's all the
mobile
same.
phone adverts, yeah. Although there is the Smash Mouth one, which is used in the Ford Fiesta TV.
Oh,
ad.
yeah. Walking on the sun or something.
I forget what it is. The Smashing Pumpkins album that we've given away in the past again.
Yeah.
Obviously got a bulk
Okay.
order of those that can't shift them. Wild Weather. I don't know who's interested in this. This
What
is
is
What
that?
is
A
that?
double box set VHS of different weather. That's amazing.
Yeah, there's
That is
two
amazing.
cassette tapes there. It's
How
presented
long is
by
that?
Donna McIntyre. It's a thrilling trip with the most exciting forces of our wild and turbulent world.
So I'm
Clouds,
right in
weather,
saying
storms.
it's a double VHS
Stuff like
video
tornadoes
set
and
of
that.
Like one is rain and then the other VHS is just sun and nice times. What is that?
of different weather.
Yes.
Brilliant.
Yeah, no,
Weather.
it's got,
I like how
includes
you
the
said it.
fastest winds,
Oh,
the hottest
you're
desert,
joking.
and the biggest rain machine on the planet. That's on there. I think you have to.
God. I wonder if I hope they're bringing out another box set, Soil.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just goes through different mud.
and this you may be of interest. I've read good reviews of the DVD of this. It's a 2-disc set. The Wicker Man,
Oh,
the classic
right, a
70s
great
film,
film,
but
yeah.
it's got a bunch of extras
That
in
is
there.
actually quite-
That's
Never
actually
seen
worth
that.
having. I would probably throw the rest away.
But
or
the
palm
Wicker
it
Man,
off
get it on
someone at
DVD
Christmas.
and it's...
3
yeah.
discs. 3? I've never heard of a 3. What's the third one? When movies were like too long, like Titanic was really long. It was 2 VHSs, but like I get 2 discs when there's really 3. 3 is a lot, unless it's like The Wicker Man 1, 2, and 3. But I don't see that being the case. Also, that's just like every year in Burning Man. That's the homie they burn.
It's quite very interesting.
Yeah, but you'll enjoy that.
So,
some
this
prizes.
Rockbusters, is it?
Yeah, that's for Rockbusters.
Brilliant. Well, I say get the ball rolling now.
What, of Rockbusters?
Yeah, get the ball
I don't
rolling.
know. I mean, tease them, Rick. Don't sort of spunk all the good stuff early on. I mean, that's dynamite.
you can say spunk. I can't. Go on.
Well, we've got, actually, it's quite good moving it about, because we might have some new listeners here.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have thought so.
Yeah. Not after last week.
No.
Right, okay, so if you haven't heard it before, I'll give you some initials.
Okay.
It's
Well, I
like
like that
initials
one.
of an artist or of a
It's
band.
Blockbusters.
And a cryptic clue to who the band
making
is.
music.
There's 2 easy ones, 1 difficult one. First one is,
Okay, before this happens, I figured why not? I made a contest. I made a Rockbuster contest. And it was so much freaking fun. And I got several comments saying that it was fun because people have heard these a million times over, right? They go through them time and time again. When they're done, they'll go back. So obviously they know all the Rockbusters, and people enjoyed having new ones to think about. So I can totally give you, I wrote down a bunch, right? And yes, at some point I will make another contest, but I figured I can add 2 out and give you the answers at the end just so you have something new to think about. Why not? So, let me just find where I have mine. Oh, let him say his first, and then I'll say mine. I'm going to try to remember to say it without the answers because I have the clue and the answer. And the other day, a friend asked me, "Oh, give me a sample," and I legit told him the answer. So I gotta remember that. All right, let's hear his first.
That'll never get off the ground.
Oh,
Right.
Yeah.
That'll never get off the ground.
That'll never get off the ground is the clue.
Not
and
LZ.
The initials are LZ.
You are joking.
2 easy ones.
Led
Right.
Zeppelin.
Yeah.
2 easy ones. The Zeppelin is made of lead, so it's quite heavy. So that ain't floating. All right, Led Zeppelin.
Okay.
Right, and then you've got that woman's got her husband's gloves and a pair of her own. Right?
Say it again.
That woman has got a
Gloves?
pair of her husband's gloves and she's got a pair of her own. That's HH. Right.
H. Hot hands. Oh, actually, Hot Hands would work. I don't know if there's a band called Hot Hands, but it'd work because if she's wearing 2 pairs of gloves, your hands are going to get hot. But I don't know. HH. That's all I got. I don't know.
It's a bit of a difficult one. And then the last one, you'll get a right load of bacon off them, right?
You'll get what?
A right load of bacon off them.
Okay.
That's L.
L.
L. Just L. Lottery? Ooh. Some kind of word for a pig that starts with L. I can't think of one. You get a right load of bacon off them. Is bacon like one of those slang words for cash? Like, bring home the bacon? No? Maybe not. Is obviously bacon's the clue, but I don't know if it's actual bacon or it's, a word for something else that I'm missing. But, oops. You'll get a right load of bacon off of them. I don't know. Is there a band called The Lottery? Lotto? Just L? I don't know.
Yeah, so once
You'll
again,
get a
very
right
quickly,
load of bacon off of them.
you'll get a right load of bacon off them. So first one, that'll never get off the ground, LZ.
That one's easy.
That woman has got her husband's
idea.
gloves and she's got a pair of her own.
Helping Hands?
That's HH.
Brilliant.
And you'll get a right load of bacon off them. That's L.
And it's
So,
an email-only competition.
Email only.
Lard.
Ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk, and we pick a winner before the end.
That's nice. I'll give out my own just in case anybody wants to do some thinking. Led Zeppelin's all I got, right? So let me just see what I have. Okay, so some of them got really, really twisted and warped and obscure because I tried to, channel in my inner Carl. And oh boy, when you do that, you get to some weird places. Okay, I have an easy one. It's easy. My tulips have never sang so loud. The initial is S. That's one, and I'll give you another one. Let me just find something sorta decent. Okay. This one is a little weirder, I guess, but sure. Why did the couple split when they were happy? Why did the couple split when they were happy? And the letters are, or the initials or whatever, are JD. There you go. I'll try to remember to give them out at the end. I can already see myself not doing that, but I'll try.
So,
And
You
you
can win
can
that with Wicker Man.
the weather.
Best of the
video.
weather.
The best of the weather. that would be amazing. The best of the weather.
Can't believe that's
a
even
compilation,
made.
Channel 4.
Exactly.
That would-
Winds light to variable.
I love 1976
Remember this
weather.
one from August 1979?
Oh, warm, isn't it? Oh, this is warm, isn't it? Oh,
The best of the
God.
weather.
I'll tell you what. You remember how we always played, like, great music, usually?
Usually.
I'm up
You've
in
not
it.
got another one, have you? You're
Yeah,
not
I'm
gonna
gonna do it.
that again this week,
Yeah. This is David Bowie driving Saturday.
He loves Bowie, dude.
What? I'm in the same problem.
I know, beating a biscuit.
Yeah.
David Bowie driving Saturday. That's a great track, isn't it? A crash course for the ravers, eh? That's what this show is, isn't it, Carl? Crash course for the ravers. They tune and they go, wow, that's so cool. I wish I was like Carl Pilkington.
You reckon?
Guilty.
Yeah, definitely. You forgot to read your mum's clues out, didn't you?
Yeah,
These
she's
are just for fun only. This is Carl's mum. She listened 1 week and now she sends him a little example of
We're all
Blockbusters
doing
every
it.
week.
She's got, what did she send? This group would go well with your Christmas dinner.
Cranberries.
Yeah. They make a few good cupboards.
Wait, I was expecting the freaking initial and he went and gave the answer. Okay, they make a few good cupboards? The Carpenters?
They make a few good cupboards.
Yeah.
The Carpenters.
Carpenters. I was thinking of EMF.
What else?
I was thinking B&Q.
It's so easy, though.
This group thinks of lots of things.
Okay, that one maybe, I don't know. Thinks of lots of things. Okay, so Megamind comes to mind, but that's that's not a band, that's a movie. Let's just see.
This group thinks of lots of things.
Yeah.
Go on.
Imagination.
I didn't know it was a band.
I think they're the best ones.
Yeah,
well, if they're the best ones, let's hear the others.
obviously we want the worst ones then.
Here's one more. She'd really like Blackpool.
She'd really like Blackpool. She'd really
Go on.
like Blackpool.
Fairground attraction. Not bad.
Yeah,
Not bad.
right, so
That's a band?
let's
Does she write anything else in the letter? Or does she just send them, like, scrawled on the back of, I don't know, a till receipt?
She did with the first
Quick
one,
save.
now it's just the Rockbusters.
Right.
Really?
She doesn't bother asking how you are or...
Well, I speak to her in the week on the
Right.
phone, so it
Yeah.
doesn't-
What kind of conversations would you have then with your
What do you
mum? What
say?
sort of stuff?
Do you moan
Just,
about how overworked you are and stuff to her?
I mean, they're always surprised when I'm getting in late and that. It's like, what have you done today? Well, I've just got in from work and it's like 8:30 at night.
A lot of people get home at 8:30, Carl. Next.
Just saying, how's the flat going? I was
Yeah.
asking my dad some DIY tips the other day. Usual sort of stuff you talk with your mum and dad, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talking about the bisons with them. I was
With
watching, did you watch The Mammals in the week?
Oh, I missed
David
it.
No, they were watching the weather.
I was thinking, actually, right, all this MTV stuff, if there's one reason why I'd like to do it,
Yeah.
is I was watching Attenborough, the Mammals programme. I reckon I could do something like that.
Right.
And just have like me, instead of Attenborough, like a young sort of fresh person.
Yeah.
Oh, how I love that they use that against him. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. He didn't seem to enjoy it much when there was pandas involved and gorillas and... Oh, boy. I love that they, made him put his money where his mouth is.
Watching, like, certain animals and saying, do we need these? Do you know what I mean?
Him in the Amazons comes to mind.
God! What's going to be death on earth?
Well, just-
That's amazing! Do we need these?
And,
No, 'cause there's loads of
and the
stuff.
audience at home would vote. Would there be some kind of
Yeah,
telephone
like a
vote?
vote out system.
Oh,
the
that-
thing is like,
yeah.
it's something interesting that Attenborough was saying the other night on,
Do we need these?
on Jonathan Ross's show, on his telly show, right? He was saying, he said you could take all the humans off the earth and it would
Okay.
carry on. But take, like, some animals off it, mammals and that, you got problems on your hands. I thought that was quite interesting.
Yeah.
So it's like, the question is, do we need these? Is that part of the big thing?
Right.
Like jellyfish,
Yeah.
we've talked about
Always
jellyfish.
back to
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
jellyfish.
So which mammals in particular were
You
you
talked about it on
watching
Zoe
that you
Bull
thought-
show, haven't you?
Eh?
Which mammals were you thinking we don't need when you watched the show the other night? Any in particular that you thought they don't need them? They're not of interest.
Well, I like whales, but I don't know what they do.
They sing.
And they're taking up quite a lot of room.
Sure.
But stuff like,
Yeah.
but like
Right.
jellyfish, I looked into because
Yeah,
you know
well,
I was
know you
talking
don't
about
like
them, and they were saying they've got no eyes, no heart. There's something like 97% water.
Yeah.
They're blind, and they do about 33 miles a day.
Right.
So
You know how he said whales take up a lot of room, and then he went on about the jellyfish? Don't take anything I say as fact, right? Because unless I know it's a fact, I'm not going to say it's a fact. But I believe this one. I didn't look it up, but somebody informed me the other day, and it's from a source that I trust, so I can believe it. But there's some jellyfish that end up being freaking huge, and arguably, if you count, like, not just the width, but all, like, the tail and just all of it, they're bigger. Some of them are bigger than whales. That's scary. I hate the ocean. Everything in the ocean is horrible, except for, like, sea turtles and some of the cute stuff. But, everything else is just terrifying. And the fact that there are things that are so freaking big that they can just, like a whale can just swallow you whole. Dude, there's a video of 2 girls on a kayak and a whale accidentally swallows them and then spits them out. What? No! How can there be things that freaking massive just swimming around? That's terrifying. I hate thinking about that. But a giant jellyfish, like the giant squid stuff, just all of, nope. I hate that stuff so much. I have played Subnautica 1 and 2, and I suffered so freaking much because just, it's scary. Open water's terrifying, man. Not my thing. I beat the first one. Like, I love those games, but I'm too chicken, man. Hell no. Hell freaking no.
it's like, do we need them? Could we clear them out?
My bad.
So it's like, do we need them? Could we clear them out?
Okay.
Yeah.
I have
A big
horrible
net.
images.
That would be the programme. What? Right, we'll get rid of them. Next week we'll be looking at
Rhinos.
I think it's genius. Honestly, I think it's genius. And like going along, sort of like picking up sea anemones and going and just lobbing them into the sea.
Well, what do you think about MTV doing that? And then I just, in between the bits,
Play music
I
videos?
play music
That
related
relates
to
to it.
fish, so I could play like fish,
Yeah.
like Rock Guy, or the
Rock-
animals,
Rock Lobster.
yeah, or what else could
This
I get
could
in
run
there?
and run.
What other songs have got animals in them? The
Well,
monkeys, could play the monkeys.
Yeah, there's about 1 million, so let's not start this.
No,
Yeah.
but, do you know what
Yeah.
I mean?
So do we need this?
So MTV
Carpet-
flies you around the world
And
to
you-
the most incredible exotic locations. You sort of climb up a tree or whatever next to, I don't know what lives up a tree, some kind of rare parrot. You say, look
Sloth.
at that, it's colourful,
Sloth.
it's
Oh,
interesting.
you like sloths, don't you?
No, they just live up trees, but I'd say, do we need them?
Why?
Well, what do they do?
What do you mean? What do they do? What do you want from an animal? Carpentry. What
Well,
do you
like,
want?
I don't like scorpions, right?
Right.
But then I found out they look after those monkey things.
They're not monkeys, they're
Whatever.
lizards.
Well, all right,
Again!
yeah, lizards, they
Oh
look
my
after
god,
lizards.
again!
So there's a reason.
But do you need the lizard? Could be your
Well,
next
yeah,
question.
because the local people made shoes out of them.
But not when the scorpion protected them, they didn't.
All right, we don't need them then.
So, and so ultimately, would anyone decide? I mean, do the animals kind of get a chance to mount a case for their survival? I mean, is there maybe someone that comes into their corner and sort of defends them?
I'd have like a David Attenborough type character who says,
Right.
well, they do this, and I'll go, yeah, but do we need that doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so what does an animal need to do in order for you to feel that it sort of gets a chance of life? I mean, like a pet, like an animal, like a dog maybe, or a cat, I mean, they give a certain affection to its owner. Is that a valid reason to survive? Not particularly for you.
Not really.
No,
I've
okay.
been saying that, though. Blind people use dogs, so they are useful.
So dogs are useful. Same
Farmers
burners,
use
they often
dogs.
save people, don't they, in
Yeah.
snowy weather?
Cats. I'd have to think about it.
Okay.
Keep the mice down.
Yeah, but you got rent-a-kill.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is,
You
something
got
that will
what?
affect.
The mice down.
Yeah, but you got rent-a-kill.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is something that will affect the world.
Right. I think you'll find everything
No,
does.
no, nuh-uh. You're not saying what'll affect the world. You're talking about what'll affect not just humans. You're talking about what affects you. And that's messed up. Like, it's deciding the value of one life over another because of your criteria? No. Nuh-uh. So you're making this mega personal, but you know what? It's fine. I still love you, Carl.
I think
you're
you'll
a weirdo,
I think you'll find everything
but
does.
I love you.
I think you'll find everything does.
Except Carl. I'm not sure what effect he's having on the world.
I tell you what,
Very
Steve,
positive.
right? Did
I'm
you watch
enjoying
the
myself.
mammals?
I did see the mammals.
They had bison on it.
Right.
Okay.
The weirdest looking things you've ever seen.
Yeah.
They've really
Again, you're on dangerous ground here,
no,
Carl.
but they've really got a. It's like decide what you want to look like. It's just a mismatch of stuff. It's got a really big airy head.
Yeah.
And like you.
Sort of bald at the back.
Right.
Sort of
It sounds like
thinner.
someone you went to school with.
Was there two of them? Oh, brilliant.
I love that he just started music.
From the album Original Pirate Material, it's obviously The Streets, and an album track from that, It's Too Late. Fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah,
I know everyone's raving about it being, you know, one of the albums of the year, but it is, I think.
it's great. That's brilliant. I love the backing as well. It's just so good. The lyrics, the things you go, they're my favourite band of the year. Next week then, we'll do all our favourite songs of the year, shall we?
No, I think it's got to be 2 weeks' time, hasn't it?
2 weeks, is it?
Yeah,
We'll do
I'm
the
away
Christmas.
next week as well.
What do you mean you're away next week? What are you doing? Zoe Ball show?
I'm going up north again.
Why?
So Claire's going to be here with you.
Okay. Yeah, at least
Okay.
What are you doing up north?
she does her job.
Just Suzanne's dad's birthday. So
I bet he's a party animal. I bet I've heard that they really kick off, don't they? Is it? Yeah. When?
so
You gonna be raving?
can't concentrate now.
Oh,
doesn't
he's
seem
all
too
stressed
excited
'cause
about
the lady
it.
from MTV's here. She's going to film his little face.
So
the
what-
the things he said in the week, he was so worried. He's got worried about the spot on his head. That won't come out. Just that, so you got your best side.
He's on that side. That's all right.
Oh, yeah, the camera's out. Look, he's getting nervous now. Okay, Carl, ignore the camera. Okay, just ignore the camera. Okay. Now, me and Steve have done our research for you, and we've got two amazing things to tell you. What should I tell them first, about the baby or the...
Well, they're
crab?
both equally fascinating, so you choose.
I'll tell you the crab thing first, right? Steve actually saw this thing in The Guardian the week.
Educating Carl,
about our
okay.
research thing, and then we looked it up, we looked into it on Friday, and it is incredible. Right, listen to this. There's a thing in a bay in, New England, right, where it's like the biggest, they make silicon chips and stuff for computers, right?
Okay.
And because of the data protection thing, after they've done them, because they have to destroy the plates, right, well, the information's sort of put onto them, but there's still flakes of silicon. They sort of grind it down straight away, and some of the flakes got into the bay, okay, but some of the information's still on even the slight granules of silicon. Anyway, gets in the water, and silicon is rather like a carbon derivative. They reckon if there'd been life on another planet that wasn't carbon-based, it'd be silicon-based. Because that's simple sugars and it's just COH and that, and it can work with silicon, right? Anyway, the crabs have been taken up, it's in the water, and they looked out on the beach, and, over years, the crabs had started, sort of putting themselves in formations. Like, geometric format, and they couldn't work out why they were doing this.
Okay.
And, when they put them in the experiment, they sort of like chopped them up, and they found they'd taken on silicon. And it had sort of got into their brain, and they were downloading information. They actually, they picked up little things, because it's just chemical, you know, like, electrical impulses had got information off the silicon chip, and they were interfacing it. But, this is the amazing thing, one bloke sort of thought of this, and he thought, well, if it's a simple computer with a brain, if it's just a simple sort of electrical thing, then maybe there's sort of, you know, we could get it down. So what they did is they made a thing called a biointerface, and they put it into the crab's brain, just a really simple brain, so it's measured on Morganga, right? And it got impulses from it, and they were getting, like, computer readouts, just flashes of, like, symbols and geometric things right on this screen to read the crab's brain, and it was stuff like, you know, fragments of a
What made them do this in the first place?
because they saw the crabs behaving differently. They were behaving differently to each other. They were just like, they were, you know, intelligent, and they were sort of solving problems and all this sort of stuff. Anyway, when they downloaded the thing, it was like there was they found one of the secretary's names where it had been on the silicon chip, where it was just like a flash of a computer screen. But the most amazing thing is, they downloaded a memory, right? It was like a snapshot where it had been burnt onto the retina of the crab, just a snapshot or something, and it was like a picture of the beach, like a couple of years ago, right? And they also did, incredible, it was like just a digital, black and white sort of thing, so they could see what the crab had seen.
Amazing.
I don't feel like he
Amazing.
explained that really well because he's so just quick to make fun of the way Carl tells stories and his info and stuff and his educating me. I don't feel like he did much better. You know, like, yeah, the things he's talking about are fascinating, but I don't know. I don't feel like he did such a great job explaining it. I understood more than when Carl speaks, but you know what I mean? Like, he's so quick to judge how people tell things, and he did it weird. I'm gonna look into that because I don't know. It sounds a little play a record-y.
So intelligent. Amazing.
Jeez.
Amazing.
So
Intelligent crabs.
what are they doing with
Almost
them now
like
then?
super brain.
Well, they think this is the upshot. They think they could use it as spy crabs because they could get these crabs. Also, the other thing is, as generations went on, right? So they put a crab in the sea or so, right? Lots of crabs in, and then as generations went on, a newborn crab, they downloaded the memory and it had the memories of its great all together. It had every memory that any crab had been related to it beforehand. Because it passed it on, it just passed it on.
So not even ones that had been eating the silicon stuff?
Yeah. No,
These are just like ones that have had kids?
Yeah.
And they've got like...
And they know so you'd know everything everything right the way back.
So would that work if we ate silicon?
Well, I suppose
possibly.
So what are they gonna...
Well, they can
Yeah.
use them for all sorts of things, though. I mean, that's what's incredible. I mean, I don't know how you train it particularly.
I think he
don't know
wants
quite
to
sure
eat
you
silicon
train,
now.
but I'm assuming if they can do it that way, then presumably they can
It'd
give
be
it
like
certain silicon information, which
Yeah.
they can then plant in it, if you like, within its sort of food.
Also,
as
if
it
you
were.
get them onto enemy
you can get it
beaches,
yeah.
you'd have like 1,000 digital cameras just...
Yeah,
But
sneaking around. If you get, like, you know,
They don't-
Osama bin Laden or someone
They
just crawling
don't.
around
They
in
don't
the sand.
understand the information they've got.
No, they don't know they're doing
understand
it. They just download
So
memories.
that's the thing, so they're
But
not,
the
it's not
one
like
that-
you could torture them and they wouldn't be able to sort of give you the information because they wouldn't know what information they had because they're just
But
like
the first crab they downloaded, they just kept seeing the same picture of a big crab feeding it, which they...
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's what, like its mother crab or
Yeah.
something?
As it
Just-
was memories of it as a child.
But they're not in colour, presumably,
No,
because
it's all in black and white.
they're all in black and white.
It's just a digital camera because it's just they don't see it in black and white, so it's just like a I don't know. I think it's burnt onto the retina or something. And the only one that they kept were the ones they saw a lot of the time.
Wow.
I mean, in a way, some of the educating Ricky I've got for you today is on the similar lines.
Right.
How much you want to
You've got
bet?
to be impressed by that.
Nuh-uh.
You've got to be impressed by
That's
that.
pretty good. I mean,
you've got to
got for you today is on the similar lines.
Right.
Oh, you've got to be impressed by that. You've got to
No,
be impressed by
that's
that.
pretty good. I mean, I'm interested to see, you know, what they do with it.
What they do with what the crab developments are.
But yeah, no, that's
Well-
pretty.
It's 22 years later, and I haven't heard much about crab developments, so I don't know if it led anywhere. But people are really quick to use the word memory wrong and stuff like this. The other day I was reading about they were doing experiments on snails, and they had a group where I don't remember. I think they would give it like an electric shock or whatever, and when they gave it a shock, the snail would react, obviously, and then they took, I don't know if it was enzymes or whatever, from the snail that they were doing these experiments on, and they put it into, into snails that hadn't had that shock or anything, and the response was the same. Like, it would do the same movements, seeing the thing. Like, it wasn't memory. They were saying memory. Look, we transferred memories from one snail to another. Nope, you transferred something else. But, so, again, I'm interested in looking this up, seeing what the hell they're talking about. But, interesting, be it real, be it fiction, be it whatever. Yes, it's interesting. Of course it is.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
But, I mean, amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Well,
That
just
is-
digest that information, because that's not even the most impressive one we found.
I think it is.
I suppose it's pretty impressive, but the next one's maybe more shocking.
Okay, right.
But
so
let's
this-
play a tune, and Ricky's got another extraordinary
Okay.
fact.
Okay.
The Cure, love song, classic. on XFM.
Classic.
So that's the crab that you can download their memories.
But what about other animals that are in the sea, in that same sea, eating the stuff? Have they tested them yet?
I don't know. I think they just took it on because their biology, something to do with. I presume they could take up minerals, and I don't know why. I don't know. But anyway, next one. It's just on the horizons. A bodybuilder. Yeah.
Okay.
This is freaky.
Had another bodybuilder, married another bodybuilder, right, and they're pregnant. And they had these tests, and the baby was very large, but it was causing it pain, right, in the thing, right? And
The baby?
It's almost bizarre and like...
Yeah, after the female woke up pregnant after 7 months, and the baby...
It's walking around.
No, had forced its way out of the vagina.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, it forced its way out, and it was
because it almost had like super strength, like,
and it was pulling her along by the umbilical cord, and and it was a stone.
Extraordinary. That's freaky. I mean, you talk about freaky stuff.
That's made up.
What?
It wasn't pulling her along.
Well, no, it was she could feel it.
Exactly. And it was, do you know what I mean? Like, just went, and just sort of squeezed its way
got out, because it was ready, because all the hormones
because it thought it was ready.
Oh, God.
Imagine that. Just waking up and finding that in the bottom of the bed. Freak out, wouldn't it? Because you'd think it was a nightmare initially.
And it had hair and everything, didn't it?
Yeah, because all the hormones there, like a hair, almost like a beard.
There was something in the week about, you know, you've got test tube babies and that now, haven't you? But they've managed to do it. I only caught half the story.
I knew he'd be more impressed by the crabs than that. He doesn't care if it's human.
No, I am. I'm telling you.
He doesn't care if it's human.
There was something... I only caught half the story because I was busy. But, there's something about babies being able to be born without having any people involved. Or something. It's like putting them in an oven or something, and it's like a cake. And after a certain amount of time, it's ready.
I think you can buy those
the
in
oven
Argos
just
for
dings.
kids at Christmas.
Okay, you know why? Okay, there's a lot of reasons I'm gonna call, you know, BS on the baby story, but the main one being that I'm surprised nobody talks about. But do you have any idea how much that would freaking hurt? The mother having a baby try to force its way out on its own. Yeah, you're not sleeping through that. Nobody's sleeping through that. Nuh-uh. That would be excruciatingly painful. So, for that and obviously other reasons, I'm calling BS. I also have a bunch of images in my head of the boys. A certain scene in The Boys. That also turned out to be BS, by the way. So, yeah. Nuh-uh.
Well, you can buy those in Argos for kids.
What? I'm sorry.
And after a certain amount of time, it's ready.
Oh, yeah.
I think you can buy those in Argos for kids at Christmas.
Well, it's my first baby kit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's Play-Doh, I think, that they can buy.
Yeah.
Well,
so what do you think of that, then?
The baby one.
Yeah.
I prefer the crab one.
Yeah.
But the baby thing's pretty horrible.
Yeah.
So it was bigger than like the average.
Both made up. We made those up.
Yeah,
both
rubbish. I mean, they are both rubbish. Despite the fact they're both rubbish.
But see, I'm curious about the crab thing because I read they were doing it about snails. So I want to look up the snail study. Maybe crabs also.
Rubbish.
Yeah.
They're interesting.
We made those up. Both those stupid stories up.
Yeah.
Imagine downloading a crab's memories and seeing its mum feeding it as a child.
Yeah, okay, that was bullshit, but...
Both utter rubbish.
I had trouble.
Yeah.
I know I was going to have trouble with, pushed its way out of the vagina.
Yeah.
I practiced that about 30 times yesterday with Stephen. I was going, I'm not going to be able to do it, mate.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be able to say that.
Yeah.
Are you disappointed?
A little bit. I mean, the baby one's a bit sort of out there.
Yeah.
I wasn't really having that one.
No.
But the crab one,
See, now, what's interesting, I think, is it's a useful experiment, Carl. I don't know what it's taught you about yourself. But would you say that that's revealed to you a certain thing? I don't know, maybe...
Gullible?
That you're a bit gullible. I mean, you know, what I'm saying is maybe you shouldn't accept or swallow hook, line and sinker everything you read on the web.
I love that
You don't think maybe a
Ricky's
valuable
just
lesson?
giggling to himself.
I said to Steve, he won't be annoyed that we conned him, he'd be annoyed that they're actually not true.
Right.
You'd love that crab thing to be true, wouldn't you?
Who wouldn't?
it wouldn't surprise me if it did happen one day.
Sure.
Yeah.
So, and then he's laughing.
And he said, in the break, when I said about the crabs, he went, well, I'm keeping them then.
Yeah.
It's cute, yeah.
Right, well, I know what you're getting at. with the educating Ricky, but, you know...
Let's see.
You've got 3 titles.
Yeah.
That I tease you with, different stories. You take your pick and I teach you something. That did happen.
Okay.
That's a little bit of venom.
Yeah, go on.
First one is, don't rub it too hard, you'll get a rasher.
I bet that's bacon related, knowing you.
You've got enough is anus.
Say that again.
Enough is anus.
Enough is enough.
Well,
But it's changed to enough is an anus.
yeah. And
Okay.
you've got,
Yeah.
you've also got, will it be a bloke? Oh no. Will it like a bloke or a woman?
What?
Will it like a bloke or a woman?
Will it?
Yeah.
Will it like a bloke or a woman?
Something
Wow.
sheep related?
Yeah, so they're your 3 stories
Okay.
today.
That sounds exciting.
Okay.
These
well,
stories
will
look
it- will it-
I'm going
scary.
to play a record now, Rick, surely.
Yeah,
And,
okay.
and come back with...
Sorry about the crabs and the big
educated
baby.
Alright.
Sorry about the crabs and the big
I'll
baby.
think of a title for him. Yeah, Oasis. The Hindu Times. Carl just did his little screen test down the lens, and he said, "Just look at the camera."
Oh no! They did all that to him with the MTV cameras there. Poor Carl. Poor Carl. That sucks.
He went, "Right, do you want to know about MTV?" He went, "Well, it might be VH1." He went, "Right." It did Rockbusters, then after the break, some Genesis.
I'd
dear.
watch it.
You didn't tell me she wanted all this. I thought you said, because I said you just bring your own camera in and we'll put it down on some tape and pass that on to her.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now, I'm doing 2 jobs at once again. This is what I'm saying to you in the week. I'm juggling jobs all the time. I tell you.
Right, come on then.
How much do I get?
He looked straight at the camera and said that.
Right. So, 3 stories. Don't rub it too hard, you'll get a rasher. Enough is anus. And
And we'll have that one then.
that one.
Yeah.
Right, well, do you believe in palm reading and stuff?
Yes.
Sorry, yes.
Yep.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course. Sorry, I forgot. Yes, of course we do.
Right, well, there's a fella who, he used to do palm reading,
Oh, yeah.
but a lot of people, he found that when he went up to him in the street and said, "Do you want your palm reading?" he was like, a lot of them were like, "Oh, I'm a bit ashamed of my nails and stuff because they're a labourer or they're a cleaner or something like that."
I know a lot of labourers are slightly embarrassed by their nails.
Yeah.
No, but
Yeah.
so he found
Look
that,
at my bloody hands, Reg.
well,
That's that hod carrying.
did I ever tell you that? Did I ever tell you that I got picked at school to make tea and serve biscuits to old people because I've got good nails?
No, go on. Is there any more to the story?
Well, that's about it. I mean, we used to do, like, I think the head teacher must have been getting something, maybe getting his mum in there for free or something in this old people's home. So he offered the kids of the school, he said, "Right, all sit at your desk and put your hands on the table." And everyone did. And he walked past mine, he said, "Not bad, not bad."
Yeah.
And he said, "You've got the afternoon off, you can go and serve biscuits and tea to the old people."
What did you say?
I said, "All right then."
Was
good.
that? Yeah.
Good afternoon. But anyway, so these...
Better
Yeah,
than
what
school.
did you do?
He just sort of walked around and went, "You alright? Do you want bourbons or digest?"
I bet you get on with old people, wouldn't you?
was alright.
I'd love to see maybe
Especially the senile ones.
yeah, no, but I'd love to see you on VH1, just in a link. They just go, they've just played Robert Palmer, right? And it comes to you in a little park, and you just sit next to an old lady and go, "Alright?" And you go, "Yeah, not too bad." You go, "What do you think of London? Crap, innit?" And she goes, "Yeah, it's awful, innit?" And you just have a talk, and you go, "Alright, well, she doesn't like it. In excess."
Yeah.
That's what I'd like to see.
I still think my idea is better. But so what are you going for then? Oh, you've picked one, haven't you?
Yeah, you started
Yeah,
too.
so this fella...
So there's palmists going around the streets.
Yeah, he's going round and there's a lot-
Randomly trying to give palm readings.
They're losing money, hand
Right.
over fist.
Yeah.
Alright, so they said he's what he's done. He's reading people's bottoms now.
Sorry, whoa. You just, I
He
didn't
did
quite
that.
follow that. He was a palm reader. That wasn't making money. So now he's going up to people in the street and saying, "Can I see your arse?"
Basically, yeah.
So from being a palmist to
saw-
an arsonist.
Well, they just...
I saw Carl go through that. I can't remember if it was An Idiot Abroad or Moaning of... I saw him do that. It was a German guy. That was one of the weirdest things. It was probably Moaning of Life, because it was one of the weirdest things I've ever seen. And there was a lot of the weirdest stuff I've ever seen on the Moaning of Life. It was so bizarre. He found, like, the weirdest people ever, right? What? I don't know why he's like signed up for that too. I get it. It was TV, but
That's what he does. He said the same sort of lines and that you get on your hand, you get them on your bottom.
my ass
And,
only has
you can
one
read
line.
them.
Right.
Yeah, he's not a pervert or anything, or making up as he goes along.
No, that's it. That was that.
So, if a man came up to you in the street and said, "Can I have a look at your arse?"
Can I read your ass?
You'd drop your trousers, would
He
you?
even paid for it.
No. If he went up to him and they said, "Oh, I'd rather you didn't, because I'm a labourer. I've got bad fingernails."
No, that's why I've seen. That's what a lot of labourers, they're showing their cleavage. You think, but actually they're having their arse raised.
Absolutely.
There you go.
That's what it is.
And then, right.
So
you
is
know-
that the end of the story?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then because
That's it. Educating
Well-
Ricky is there's a bloke who reads arses.
No, but
You're a
then-
mentalist.
but no, but-
what are you talking about?
But then, do you know, like, now and again I come up with a little jokey line. Thought
Yeah.
I'd make an effort today for VH1 or MTV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little line there. Don't worry, it won't last. It might just be a splash in the pan.
Okay.
Phil Collins next.
Yes, let's take some Phil.
The reaction. Okay. Oh, that was great.
Phil
The
Collins.
little okay was amazing.
Okay.
Phil Collins next.
Yes, let's play some Phil. Let's play some Phil.
That was amazing.
Oh, this is the best show. I mean, off air, obviously. I'm sure people at home aren't enjoying it as much as we are. But Carl is continuing his, what do they call this? A screen test. Yeah, that was let down by Radiohead. Carl, what
It's
are you
out of
thinking?
order,
What are you
this.
thinking?
I
What
just
you
think it's not right, really, is it? I'm trying to do a job
Yeah.
whilst trying to get another job. Do you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
but a lot of your presenters are on MTV now.
Yeah, but
They,
I don't-
all of them have got Zayn in their name, but, you know,
Okay.
Yeah, it's not really right, is it?
go on.
But, right, so
You
we
better
go
get
on
that
with
on you. Carl Zane Pilkington.
educating Ricky. Will we carry on?
Yeah.
Right, you've got left. Don't rub it too hard, you'll get a rasher. And will it like fellas or will it like women?
Well, you said wool before.
Yeah.
Yeah, will it?
Go on then, I'll have wool it.
Right, now this is similar to the one you were talking about before, right? They've found out that,
They.
Yeah.
scientists
Oh, yeah.
have found out
17th century?
that, like now, 1 in 10 rams are gay.
1 in 10 rams
Okay,
are
okay.
gay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was like, wool it. That's how I could get that in. They got a load of gay and straight rams,
Right.
right? They worked out which were which first. They said, right, that bunch there is a gay bunch.
They looked better, they just had more pride in their appearance.
And the other ones,
Were they
you
pink?
know, the straight ones. And then they gave them to this scientist and said, right, go on, do what you got to do. And they took the brains out of all of them.
Just to check.
And they did tests on the brain, and it worked out that they've got something smaller in the brain. The gay ones have got something in the brain that makes it smaller. And they said, right, well, that's probably how it's going to work on males. On like males and females and like humans.
So you took from this that gays have smaller brains than straight people.
No, there's something in the brain.
Right, go on.
So if someone's saying, you know, oh, I'm a gay, or they're not sure or whatever, they will now be able to find out.
So you can go to the doctor and to find out if you're straight or gay.
Is there any gay in my brain? Let's have a look. Do. You've got a little bit of gay in you, yes. A little bit of gay in there. Yes, you've got the,
I don't understand the need of that experiment. Did they kill the ram? Because, I mean, either way, no need. No need. Oh, Jesus Christ.
you've got a little bit of gay in there. Yes, you've got the, you've got a little bent cell there.
Well, that's why they did it anyway.
I don't understand how they could differentiate which were straight and which were gay to begin with, before they then gave it to the scientist. Wasn't that what the scientist figured out? How could they tell? Were they
There's
sort
one
of mincing
theory that
around
it's
the
genetically
pill?
determined. There is
They
one.
were.
There is a theory that's genetically determined, but I don't think it's as easy as pulling a sheep's brain apart and finding a little pink sort of like blob in there going, right, we've taken the guy out, now he's gonna go and shag some ewes. I don't think it's that straightforward.
Ewes.
Although homosexuality does occur at a similar sort of rate in animals, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You knew that, didn't you?
So that's that one. I mean,
I just like the idea of the farmer figuring out which is straight and gay. Well, that one's wearing quite a camp-looking neckerchief.
Yeah,
so I'm thinking maybe he's gay.
Is that, yeah. I love the fact they can,
that one's a big fan of Sophie Ellis-Bextor.
Yeah. They put on ABBA and see which ones dance.
Exactly,
That's how they...
Which one, yeah.
Well,
Put on like Barbara Streisand and see which ones sing along.
that shit is rubbish. What did I find out?
What did you just say that is rubbish?
No, I found out other stuff in the week that didn't make the top 3.
Wow.
And that did?
We haven't even had to...
This must be mediocre stuff then. This must be really bad.
Yeah, or it might be dubious. Go on.
There's a woman in Ireland who has been with a fella for 11 years.
Yeah.
You know what I absolutely love? That he started presenting the Educating Rickies as 3 stories, and then, like, he tells all the ones that didn't make the cut. He tells them anyway. So the 3 stories are terrible, right? They're, like, getting worse and worse every week. And he still brings in even worse stuff. But, okay.
She always saying to him, you know, when are we going to get married? And
Sorry, what was
been
the-
with a fella for 11 years.
Okay.
She
That's
always
a while.
saying to him, you know, when are we going to get married and that. And he's like, oh, we don't need to. You know, we're happy and that. You know, like I am with Suzanne, it's like, there's no point, really.
Yeah.
Unless you have a kid, I don't think you need to, do you?
Right.
So, he was like, we'll do it in time and all that. Anyway, he comes home from work one day. He says, oh, go on then, we'll get married. She was so shocked, her hair fell out.
That's just
Oh,
like
did
the
you get that?
Two Ronnie sketch
Wow.
I just saw.
So,
That's extraordinary.
What did he say? Oh, I'm not marrying you, Baldy.
yeah.
Yeah, he left her.
She was so shocked her hair fell out.
Yeah.
I love the idea of it just going to
Yeah,
the
it just all
ground.
fell out, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what else?
That
Right,
one
that's
didn't make
rubbish.
it. That
That's
didn't make the
rubbish.
list.
That's rubbish.
That
That's
didn't
rubbish.
make it.
Next.
You've also got,
It's
what's the
weird,
name?
isn't it, Rick, that the stories that we made up are more plausible than the facts he's actually
I
giving
think we
us.
tried too hard. I think we tried
Yeah,
to...
that's what he's willing to believe. He's willing to believe that a woman's hair fell out when her husband came out saying, let's get married then. Oh, you old romantic.
I like the sound
Go on
effect.
then.
Right, in Dubai, this woman went to Dubai for a holiday,
Okay.
and she was over there, and apparently in the markets
Bitten by a spider?
they sell lizards,
Oh, go on.
right, just like for people to buy. So she buys one, not knowing that you're not really meant to take him out of the country.
Sure.
Puts it in a bag,
Yeah. As you do.
what have you, and then she gets to the airport when she's going home, she's thinking, I can't really leave it in my bag.
Yeah.
So she puts it on her head.
On her head?
Wears it as a hat.
She wore the lizard as a hat.
Yeah. People on the plane were just like, yeah, everything's fine, you know, they're doing the cross checks and that.
Yeah.
Have you got your seatbelt on? Yeah.
There's a woman
great.
there with a lizard hat.
Everything's going well. She gets off the plane at Manchester Airport. Lizard sticks its tongue out.
Yeah.
The air hostess says, what are you doing with that? She goes, I've had it.
Lizard said, I just found her in Dubai.
They said, I've had this with me all journey. And they said, well, you shouldn't have done. And they took it off her.
Yeah, I think that is true, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what about that?
Yeah, good, yeah. Yeah. That educated me. Right, what, any more?
There you
But what's
go.
that taught you? That's taught you, you know, be careful when smuggling lizards
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, but I mean, if she was wearing it as a hat the whole time, did nobody realize it sooner? I mean, just odd stuff.
You know,
Odd stuff.
Be careful when smuggling lizards
Yeah.
back as some kind of hat.
Yeah, just say, lizard, keep your tongue in, you
Exactly.
twat. Not at the customs officer. Yeah.
And, what else have we got?
Anyone didn't quite make it?
Anything to declare. I've got a lizard on my head.
We've got an old saying one if you want that.
Go on then.
Are these
Okay.
ones? Sorry, are these ones that didn't make the list?
These are ones that didn't make it.
Oh, right, okay.
Because I always get more in than I need to, just in case.
Just think if someone's just tuned in now. Is Anders listening? Is,
Well, I'll tell you,
Dickie
because
Anderson.
I've got an email from Richard Anderson, Dickie Anderson.
Go on.
The Dick Machine, which
The big dick.
the big dick, which now this is interesting. I mean, I think we're wearing him down. Ricky, I think your show might be improving.
Go on.
that sense of despair and loneliness I normally feel when listening to your show doesn't seem so bad today.
He's desensitised to it.
Yeah, exactly.
Or he's given up.
Him down.
Or he's just given up. Yeah. I mean, you listen to this long enough and your standards will drop.
Let's play a tune. Let's come back with some more.
That's the problem.
Carl's, I don't want to use the word facts.
No,
Stories.
He's got more screen testing now. The camera's ready for you. Feeder. Just around feeder. That's my favourite feeder track ever. It's bugging me. It's just like a ride track from about 10 or 15 years ago. So if you know, put me out my misery. Email in. It's just like a ride track from about 1990, and I can't. It's just the beginning. Drive me mental.
Ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk.
Yeah, well, half hour to go. You've done your screen test. Reluctantly. I think you had just such the wrong attitude.
Well, it doesn't matter, does it? If I've told you before, if things are meant to be, right, they'll happen. That's how I've got through my life, right? I'm 29 now.
Yeah.
Never
30,
planned.
ain't you?
Well, yeah, 30, but the camera's still on. Right, so...
Okay.
And everything I've done in my life, I've never sort of planned it. Do you know
Is
what
that
I
how
mean?
you stormed through your exams?
Well,
your GCSEs?
look at the school play doing Little Donkey. I wasn't planning that day to do the drums. It just on the night I couldn't help myself.
And you stole the show.
What happened? What do you mean?
When you know when all the kids were playing Little Donkey, I wasn't meant to be doing my drum set in that track. I was only meant to. I think I was doing the We Three Kings or something. But when they started doing it, the tune, I couldn't help myself with the drumstick, just like tapping away.
Right.
At the drum.
Yeah.
And then when it came on, I was like, oh, and I started doing it, and like the teacher looked over at me, and I was like, oh, I shouldn't be doing this, but she sort of gave me the nod as if to say, it's all right, carry on, it's sounding good. Then after it, she went, you know, they love that, you can do that again tomorrow night.
Yeah.
So I got like an extra part in the play and that.
Yeah.
That wasn't
So
planned.
you were doing the drum part to We Three Kings over Little Donkey.
Yeah.
That's weird. That is like Fatboy Slim or something, isn't it? When they mix up.
No.
Or Moby.
Still mashing it up at the age of what, 8?
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying.
And is that when someone was filming it and you could hear your dad on the camcorder going, he looks like a twat?
That's the one, yeah.
That's the one.
And that's why I don't want to be on the telly, because I'll always have my dad's sort of echoing voice just saying, you shouldn't be on there.
Ricky's laughing, but that stuff will scar you, man. Especially, like, at that age. The little things that are said about you at that age, ooh, that stuff lasts, man. I got plenty of examples that I won't share, but I know that stuff lasts. And it's nearly impossible to get rid of that little voice. You'll always hear it. What a shame.
He looks sort of echoing voice, just saying, he shouldn't be on there. He looks like a... That's it. So that's why I'm a bit sort of nervous about this today.
Really? You think it's sort of quite Freudian in a way, sort of?
Yeah.
Your attitude is que sera, sera.
Well, plus I haven't got the look. I'm not pretending, right, that I should be on the telly.
What's wrong with your look for VH1?
It's not right. It's not right.
Jono was on VH1.
Was he?
Yes.
Oh,
So I'm
immediately
going up
felt
against
better.
Jono.
Yes.
So I'm going up against Jono.
No.
So
He's gone now, he's moved on.
yeah, there you go. You see, another one who they gave a chance to.
Does that
And
mean he
then he was
died?
like, you know, yeah, I can do that. He's built up, right? They built him up. You can do that as a job. And then they knocked him down. And he probably started eating.
Well, I don't think you can knock Jono down.
He didn't eat before.
And look at him now.
Yeah.
Right,
Oh.
so that's what I'm saying. So if it's meant to be, right, whoever's going to watch this tape...
Oh,
you
it'd
know,
be
thanks for
very
the
much
offer and that.
later. Maybe not MTV, but Sky got a hold of you and just, oh man, made absolute freaking gold.
You know, time will tell.
Very wise.
So
Yeah.
there you go. And I tell you what, actually,
Go on.
right, it's a bit funny because we're looking on the web in a week at different sayings, and do you know the saying?
A round head does not an MTV presenter
No.
make.
Yeah, no. What's that saying? Spark in the pan or something.
Eh?
Flash in the pan?
Flash in the pan. Do
Yeah.
you know that saying?
Yeah.
That's a bit like what could happen to me, innit? Do you know what I mean? There I am trying to do my normal job, right?
Wait. Flash into that thing or person whose sudden but brief success is not repeated or repeatable. I've never heard that before. So kind of sort of like a one-hit wonder kind of thing?
Yeah, do you know what I mean? There I am trying to do my normal job, right? And then you bring me in here on a Saturday, next thing everyone's after me.
Yeah.
And then it doesn't work out, and
Yeah.
I'm dropped.
Yeah.
And that saying flash in a pan, do you know how it came about?
No.
Do you know, like, how years ago they used to dig for gold?
Gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they had, like, a little pan.
Yeah.
And they'd put the soil in, and they'd rub the soil.
Yeah, and it shone in the sun.
Now and again, it shone in the sun, and they get all excited and were like, oh, brilliant, some gold. And then they realised it was just the sun flashing in the pan.
Yeah.
And that's, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, man. The term flash in the pan originated sometime during the late 17th century, ages ago, when flintlock muskets were used. An attempt to fire a musket that resulted in gunpowder flaring up, but no ball firing, was referred to as a flash in the pan. Why the pan, though? But okay.
So again, that's a bit weird how I saw that saying in the week. Almost like a little thing saying, don't be getting carried away.
Omen?
So, well, makes you wonder. But anyway.
Not really.
Oh, I'm wondering.
So, things that make you wonder. You saw Darren Brown. What did he do?
Darren
Oh,
Brown,
no,
he's extraordinary.
Yeah, I told him, but I said,
You should peep. A lot of people don't realise who Darren Brown is, and he is, I think, the best illusionist in the country.
we went to,
Yeah,
Jonathan Ross's house.
I think that's the guy I compared to David Blaine, and everybody was like, excuse me? And I meant in... Not that they were comparable, but... Like, the British have him, and the Americans had David Blaine. I never personally liked David Blaine, but I meant, like... I don't know. Just as comparison, just... Like, people would know him if you say his name on the street, and, you know, who's an illusionist, who's the biggest illusionist, and you would say that name, like, more like that, but okay.
Illusionist in the country.
We went to Jonathan Ross's house for his birthday.
I didn't.
No, me and Jane, and we went there, right, and there was lots of people there, and Darren Brown was there, Jonathan got Darren Brown to do it, and it was incredible. He did all these tricks, right? I mean, incredible. It was just amazing. And he did one with a bloke who was there, a friend of Jonathan's, I think his name was Ray, and he got him to give the pack. He said, count the cards, and he counted out 52 cards. Yeah? He went, think of any card in that pack. He didn't touch it yet. He's counted 52. It was in his hand. He said, think of any card. He said, what was it? He said, 3 of spades or something. He went, find it in the pack. Couldn't find it. He said, count the cards. There was 51. Right? And he couldn't find the card. And he had no idea. And we forgot about it. He went, oh, it's gone wrong. And he forgot about it. And he kept... So he was going, I wonder where that card is. And he kept looking at it. Went, I found out that about a week ago, Ray went into hospital with appendicitis. Yeah? And the surgeon... So there was something crumpled up. There was a thing, and it was a card. It was the card that was in his thing causing appendicitis. And when he came out of surgery, there was a card from Darren Brown saying, "Was that your card?"
That's amazing, don't you think? I mean, that's like incredible.
Thing and what? And then a crab went. I know what it is. It's a 5 of spades. It's another wind-up. Yeah. Well, see, I'm not going to believe anything anymore.
But that's
so if I ever,
you've learned a lesson.
Yeah, but say if all this goes wrong now, right? Cry wolf and all that.
Yeah.
Imagine I get dropped by MTV.
You haven't been asked yet.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Whatever.
Right, they short on firemen because they're always going on strike. I answer the phone. It's you saying my house is on fire.
I don't know what you're talking about now, pal. I don't know what he's talking about now.
I think somewhere along the line there, Carl has been recruited by the fire brigade.
Did you leave that bit out in the story? Start again.
Yeah,
right,
that's what I'm saying.
Because I just
That's
wound you
what
up
I'm
about crabs, babies pushing their way out of vaginas, and Darren Brown causing offence. Right, yeah.
Little, what's the saying about,
little acorns don't gather any grounds.
Crying wolf.
You can take a fish to water and you can't make it swim.
Well,
Do you know that saying? You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. Do you know why?
Because its neck's too long.
No, what?
It's got an awkward neck. I don't know.
That's correct. That is correct.
Right, anyway, we've still got to come.
Right,
it's been bad today. I'm going to apologise to people listening today because
Thank you.
might as well
I
be
haven't been
focused,
focused.
Do you know? Have you ever think that Rolling Stone gathers no moss? You aware of that?
Yeah.
Do you know what that's from?
Where it's from?
In Woodstock, right, the band used to go out and get this sort of like moss that used to grow there, and it was sort of like slightly hallucinogenic, right? And they used to come back and they used to all go out, everyone was out there, mamas and papas were doing it, the Doors, they all came back. But Mick Jagger and Keith Richards would never do it, but they'd smoke other people's.
Yeah.
A Rolling Stone never gathers his own moss. That was what it... seriously, Carl!
Right,
that's
so
the
we've
truth.
still got to come.
Oh, man.
Rockbusters.
Have you heard the saying, a fish in time saves 9?
The clues were...
Have you heard that?
That'll never get off the ground. LZ. You've got...
Have you heard that saying, out of the frying pan into the saucepan?
You've also got... I'm trying to hold it together now.
Well, yeah.
What do you say?
I'm trying to hold it together now.
Well, yeah. No, we're trying to teach you something, Carl.
Yeah, but you're not.
Why?
Because at least my stuff that I tell you, if you went into a pub and told someone...
What? There was a blind girl, she hit her head, she could see. What's that?
No, that was a deaf girl.
Well, just don't get down if your eyes are bad. Right, we've...
Not go around headbutting
Right,
things.
playing a song.
Oh, Carl, come on.
The Undertones, Teenage Kicks, that's one of the tracks on the best air guitar album in the world ever, Volume 2.
Play
which is one
something
of the
from
prizes
Weather.
on today's Rockbusters.
And John Peel's favourite track ever.
John Peel's favourite song of all time. And, so, Carl, have you got the answers for Rockbusters this week?
Yeah, we have, yeah. We've got, the
I
first
love when he's noticeably just irritated. Just sighing, and I like how his whole demeanor changes.
Upset, Carl.
Poor little cookie. Yeah.
I'm a bit fed up today. The weather's... I knew when I was walking in today, though, that I'd be
But
going-
that video, there's lots of weather on that video, so they can, whoever wins this can go home and see sort of the weather you were talking about.
The first one was, That'll Never Get Off the Ground. LZ.
Yeah.
The answer there was Led Zeppelin.
Sure.
So easy.
Yeah, but I said that to you. There's always two easy ones and a difficult one.
No, there
The third
isn't.
one was, You'll Get a Load of Bacon Off Them.
No idea.
That was L. Long Pigs.
No.
Yeah.
Never
And
heard
then the
of them.
second one was,
that was a good one.
That Woman's Got Her Husband's Gloves and a Pair of Her Own.
Yeah.
Hot hands.
HH.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was Erman's Hermits.
What? Oh, Herman's Hermits. Never heard of that band before, or that person, or whatever. Never heard those two words together before, but okay.
So that's the three answers. I'm sure
Well, I'd
we've
like
got a
to
winner.
give the prize this week.
Herman's Hermits.
There's a lot of...
I like it.
Hermits. That is genius, Carl. That is genius.
Fun.
Oh, Herman's Hermits.
There's so many people who are worthy of the prizes, obviously.
Did anyone get them?
I'd quite like to give the prize this week to, Tom McGibbon. Just because I like his name. I don't know if I've pronounced that right, but Tom McGibbon.
Love it. I love that people actually got that right. Okay, wait, I had some of my own. Why did the couple split when they were happy? It was JD, Joy Division. It is what it is, people. And My Tulips Have Never Sang So Loud, and it was S, and it's Soundgarden. And I said just S because I believe Soundgarden's all together. So, there you go. Thank you for playing. You won nothing, but there you go. Thumbs up. A kiss. That's all I got. It was just for funsies.
Yeah.
I like his name. I don't know if I've pronounced that right, but Tom McGibbon.
Yeah.
I'd like
Well
to give
done.
that to
No,
him.
you shouldn't laugh at
Because he
someone's
lives
name.
in, he also lives in Bloxhall Road. I don't know why I find that. Tom McGibbon of Bloxhall Road. I don't know why.
Well, you've made a mockery of,
Yeah.
For old Gibbo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's asking that he's got a question there.
What?
Can Carl get rid of slugs? I don't know what that means. I'm almost certain he can.
Do we
So
need
welcome
a-
to,
If he's been listening, if he was listening a few months ago, he would have known how to.
Go on.
Because I told you what slugs like.
What?
Getting in letterboxes.
How does that get rid of them?
Put some stamps in your garden.
That'll just
like,
feed them.
No, they like stamp glue. So
Yeah,
that's
and
what you got.
how does that get rid of them? They'd keep coming back, won't they?
They'll
Then he goes,
concentrate
I can't
them
believe
and then
we'd
you
have to climb
sprinkle
those boxes
salt.
now. There's a fella leaving
Well,
stamps
just
out
give it
for
a go.
us.
You've won some prizes and I've sorted your problem
No,
out.
how does that get rid of slugs? Leaving stamps out for them, their favourite food.
Because
It's like planting a load of lettuces. They love that.
well, it depends where he's got them. I thought he meant he's got them in his house. So
Oh,
Ah,
put
get
stamps
some
on
out
the
of the
outside.
house.
They go. There's loads of stamps out here, lads. Let's leave this house.
right, so
Let's get out of this house.
We've got one more.
Buffets
go on,
outside.
Educating Ricky to
Go on and quick then. I
Oh,
need
snap.
educating.
Right. Don't rub it too hard. You'll get a rasher.
How was he going to outwit Darren Brown? You said something in the break.
Oh, I have to say, yeah, Darren Brown, who we bumped into as well, and he did this incredible trick where he puts £40 down on the table. He says, I can tell you which hand you've got a £1 coin in, let's say 5 times out of 5, you know, so I have a £1 coin in one hand, I put it behind my back, I bring my hands out, and he can tell me every single time which hand it's in by asking questions, by doing various
Well, he
things.
doesn't ask, but he just goes, no, you might put it in that one, you might do the same again, but then you're an intelligent person, you're praying up with it, he goes, so it's in that one, and he does it every time.
And he gets
It's
it every time.
incredible.
It's absolutely majestic. And I mentioned this to Carl.
Yeah.
And, well, Carl, you tell me how you think you could outwit Darren Brown.
I also don't believe a thing they're saying anymore. I like, personally, I'm not embarrassed or anything because the stories they told were so whack, I didn't believe them. But I believe nothing anymore. Nada.
Because your dad used to do this trick, you told me.
My dad used to play this.
Yeah. How old were you?
Don't know, probably about 10.
So you probably weren't as sharp as you were now then.
So he used to play it, and the way of telling what Andy's got it in, his hand looks bigger. So that's all you've got to do.
That's how he did it then. Yeah. That's
so to catch Darren out. So to catch
it was a bit different because he did it with golf balls, but
to catch Darren out,
you can see the golf ball.
Rick, he did it with a spud.
To catch Darren out, the hand which hasn't got the coin in, just make it slightly bigger. Just make it, extend it slightly so it's slightly larger, and that'll catch Darren out. He'll never be able to stop that.
That's how he did it.
Or just put a pound in each hand.
Okay.
And wind him up. Just go, no, you're wrong.
You are brilliant, Carl. Yeah. Do this one.
Did your dad used to do the one where he takes your nose off of your face and puts it between his fingers?
Did you keep going to the doctors?
Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
Right. You know how that's done? You know he's not actually taking your nose. His thumb. Go on. It is his thumb.
Last one.
Yeah.
Don't rub it too hard, you'll get a rasher. It's been a mess today,
What do you mean it's been a mess?
It's been a mess.
What has?
The whole show.
What? The show?
Yeah.
All of it.
How has it been any worse?
It's just all over the place. There's no sort of, it's not tight like it normally is. And she'll be going away with this, thinking that's what the show would be like.
She listens to the show, she knows it's a shambles every week. Go on.
Well, don't rub it too hard, you'll get a rasher.
Yeah.
Do you know the saying, ham it up?
No.
Yeah, go on, yeah.
Right, well, do you know what it means?
No.
Well, it means to overact.
Right. Well, years ago, with actors in musicals and stuff, the actors used to look pretty ill on the stage because they didn't have proper makeup and that.
Right.
Right. So what they used to do, to make themselves look...
Rub their face in pigs?
Well, they got bacon, rubbed it on the face, and it made the face a bit sticky because of all the, the pig fat and bit of lard and stuff like that. And then they'd go and get some bricks.
Bricks?
Yeah, house bricks. Rub them together, make some sort of red dust from the brick, and then put the dust on the face. And the fat and the lard and that would make the dust stick to the face. And they'd look well under the lights. And that's where they'd
smell great as well.
Yeah, well...
Lovely. Everyone likes the smell of bacon.
No.
Not so much the smell of brick.
That's the old, ham it up. That's where that comes from.
If it's true,
I've never heard... Just all of it is so bizarre. The idiom ham it up has the same origins as the term ham actors. Never heard that either. Before bad actors were called hams. They were called ham fatter. I've never heard any of these terms. A term especially associated with minstrel show performers. I don't know what minstrel is either. The term probably derived from the ham fat that stage actors would use to remove stage makeup from their face. That's gross, but you know what's a really, really, really good makeup remover? Olive oil. You're welcome.
No reason to think that it's not.
So that's your third educating Ricky today. So, what have you learned?
Nothing. Absolutely sod all.
You've got your hamming it up.
The lady with the lizard.
Rams are gay. They know which ones are gay now.
Now!
And,
at last, thank God.
The fella who can hand read...
butt read.
An arse.
Hand
if you
read
missed the rest of the show, what are you going to make of that? Have you just tuned in?
You are a maniac, Carl.
So,
and you've had your screen test. I reckon we'll be seeing you on MTV or VH1 in the near future.
How much is it? How much? I mean, she can't answer. What do you reckon I'll get? Because you see, the annoying thing is, I've just bought a flat in London.
Yeah.
Okay.
In central London.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
MTV's in Camden.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have bought in central London if I'd have known I'd had to go there. That was to make my life easier so I could walk to work. So now I've got to go out of my way. So I need to cover that.
To be truthful, I'm not sure that the MTV gig is a certainty yet.
Nothing ever happened, right?
She's not sure, but she can't wait to sign me up.
Yeah.
I reckon you maybe start off with a few little interstitials, just like, what do you think make of that? Or Carl says, and, a few of them. I reckon you'll make a few grand.
Why has it got to be music?
Doesn't
Why can't it be? I think that idea on the animals is good. I can do film stuff. I can talk about films. Elephant Man. Love that.
Go on then, do a film review, quickly.
Right, well today...
I love how he's so gung-ho with this! He's so
right,
cute!
Well, today...
Do a film review, quickly.
Right. Well, today on film review, we're doing classic films, and today we're looking at Elephant Man, John Merrick.
Why is he trying to do it all
one
proper?
of his better pieces of work. It's a sad film. I've never really been able to watch it all the way through.
Sorry, John Merrick's better piece of work was him being the Elephant Man, played by John Hurt.
Yeah.
Go on then.
Sad film. When I was younger.
Tell us a bit about it. What is it about? Who's John Merrick?
It's about a fella who's got a funny head.
Right, tell us this.
And
Tell us this.
You know, he lives in. I think he lives in London, in like about the 1930s or something like that. And he's being picked on all the time and stuff. And first time you watch it, you'll probably cry a bit. And then the second time you watch it, you're just sort of thinking, God, that would be bad. Sort of having a head like that being picked on all the time.
Okay.
Then the third time you watch it, you might think, you know, oh, how does he get his jumper on?
Naturally.
Then, don't know, probably bored of it the fourth time.
Does he spend more on pillows?
Don't know, probably bored of it the fourth time. But it's well worth watching, so Elephant Man.
Excellent review.
Brilliant.
Yeah, see it.
Brilliant.
I think if you want to get on TV, Carl, you'd be better as the subject of maybe like an omnibus documentary. Living with Carl. Or maybe one of those appeals in Comic Relief. It doesn't all go to the people abroad, you know. There's some people in this country that need our help.
See you later. What is it?
That's the Libertines, Time for Heroes.
Oh, yeah. So, Carl, what a great day. Carl, he's done his screen test. Let's go back to MTV now, to the big wigs to have a look at. Shouldn't mention wigs. We've had Rockbusters. We've had Educating Ricky. We had Educating Carl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Claire here next week, so...
Yeah. But you'll be back for the big Christmas spectacular.
Yeah, and that's...
They didn't mention the boxing anymore. Has it happened yet? Did I miss it? It's interesting that they were mentioning it every week and then they just stopped. I can't. I know I've asked so many times when it happens. December 7th. Has it happened already? And they just didn't mention it at all, or is he still working up to it and they just like got tired of mentioning it? I don't know. I have to check out.
That's that. I've not been happy today.
Go on, why?
If someone's listened for the first time today, it is normally better than this.
It's not.
No, it is.
It's not.
It is.
I don't think it is.
So,
I really don't think it is.
So that's that then. So I'll see you in
2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah.
All right, enjoy yourself.
Cheers.
Best of luck with MTV.
All right, I'll see you later.
Okay.
See ya.
They even like ended on a just low note, just kind of like it's over. I enjoyed it. I mean, quality-wise, if you're to rank every episode from best to worst, this is definitely not the best and definitely not the worst. I mean, this was really decent. It was fun. I feel like he didn't like being tricked. Twice. Or 3 times. Or however many times it was. But, yeah, I'm more with Ricky. It's just, it is what it is. Sometimes, like, I feel like this is maybe, like, the baseline of the show, and then there's just episodes that are way better. But this is, like, where the level of the XFMs are at. And it's a good level. Anyway, Rusty Dog, once again, thank you, my friend. These are just amazing. And the crab... the crab with the chip on it was beautiful. And the crab with the card. Yeah, apparently crabs don't freak me out. And some of them can kind of be cute. But then you see them move and it's just all over. It's all gone. But anyway, lovely humans, I am off. And I guess Claire Sturgis is on next week. We'll watch it. Anyway. Yep, that's it. I'm just... See ya. It's over. I'm gone. I hope you enjoyed my added Rockbusters. I do what I can when I can, people. Anyway, ciao.